YouTube was good. I'm Shadow. Welcome to the Shadow Realm, and it's here. The teaser we've all been waiting for. The information, well, nothing confirmed, of course, but the information leading to what's potentially going to be in part 2. Team Dokkan, shout out to Team Dokkan, always hitting us up with those incredible leaks. But Team Dokkan tweeted out today as a teaser, and I was stuck at work, so it took me a while to be able to get home and finally record this, so I apologize for getting to it later than I should have. But Team Dokkan tweeted out these two images of Vegeta. This translates to, you are the best, you are number one. But this right here translates to Vegeta basically telling Goku, I'll stall Kid Buu for a minute while you get your energy back. What do all these mean? For anybody who's been keeping up with Dokkan and knows about Team Dokkan, they don't just put these things like this for a reason. This is basically hinting at what the next LR is going to be, the Part 2 big time LR. With this, we can see somehow, some way Vegeta's involved. Now, it's not super clear cut like it was with Vegito and it was with Majin Buu. Because with Vegito and Majin Buu, they were Dokkan Fest units, so certain stages were taken out to make way for their new medals, and there was a lot of hints dropped at them being the new units. We all sort of saw it coming. This one, on the other hand, this one could have went anyway. Now, everybody was suspecting we would be getting a Kid Buu, and we still very well might. Last year, we didn't have just a normal legendary summon banner. We had a top, that was the very first top legendary summon banner with the LR androids and the LR OG Gohan with the super attack revamp. So that was the first time there was two new, quote unquote, new featured LRs in the same banner. We may very well still see that now. I mean, that trend has also continued, because if we look at the anniversary, we got LR Goku Black, Rose, and we've got LR Broly Trio. So that trend might still continue into this celebration. It's just a matter of who the units are going to be. If they're going to do it, there's still a high possibility that Kid Buu can be involved. Although the other speculation is that Majin Vegeta will get a revamp to his super attack, which, I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'd much rather have a new unit than to have a Majin Vegeta revamp. If they're going to do Majin Vegeta's super attack like we all want, the final explosion, they should just make a whole new unit for that. I don't think that, because let's face facts, I don't think a lot of you are going to want to summon for Majin Vegeta, whereas you're more so excited to see the new super attack. But again, on the flip, Majin Vegeta, while he's a fun LR to run, he hasn't aged the best, and I don't see you guys, just because he got a new 18 keys super animation, putting him on your teams to run and using him in some of these difficult events. That's just not going to happen. So better he gets a better card in the future that fits in today's meta, gets that animation that we all expect, and we'll all be happy. For now, I think it is best for Kid Buu to still be an LR, and hopefully he will be. Obviously, I'm sure all of us are still hoping for that. And if he is the LR, joining him should be something along the lines of this. Now, the speculation's going, everybody's going crazy with their speculations. Is it going to be a Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta, right? Like the image right here, an exchange unit? Is it going to be just a standalone Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta? Is it going to be Goku, Vegeta, and Hercule? Like, there's a lot of speculation on what it's going to be. Obviously, Vegeta's going to be involved somehow. His image wouldn't be teased for nothing. And he took a major part in that final battle. So I'm sure he's involved somehow. It's just a matter of what he's going to do. Now, I'll give you my speculation at the end of this. Let's kind of go over a couple things before we arrive at our final point. Just wanted to show you guys this. Show you guys the two units that we have so far. Now, obviously, we all know what these two can do. The whole point of bringing this up is to show you guys that these are two of the best units in the game so far. It's up to interpretation whether they're better than LR Goku and LR Jiren, but bottom line is these are two very, very top tier units. In my opinion, I think the Buu is more fun than the Vegito, but that does not mean that the Vegito is not better than the Buu, and in most situations. So what's good about these two is that they're both very good for different things, and they're both very viable. The point is here, look at their stats. Obviously, I don't need to really go over them. I'm sure you guys have done it a million times over, but these stats, if they're going to make another LR that's worth the hype, especially to be called a part 2, they're going to want to try to match that hype. So stats like these, we're going to probably see on the new unit. If there's a Kid Buu, he's going to probably start recovering HP like crazy. If there's Goku and Vegeta, or Vegeta and by himself, or an exchange unit, or Goku, Vegeta, Hercule, regardless, they're going to probably do some of this. They're going to, I foresee the additional key being something that's in their kit. Maybe, raising attack and defense. Depending if it's an exchange unit, one raises attack, one raises defense. So we'll see how it goes. But the point of bringing these units up is that these are top tier, top notch units. They're gonna obviously want to match that hype with something. So just keep that in mind. Again, wanted to bring these up. These are they're even their side banner units being this good. They've got to match it. So just, I'm not saying throw your expectations to the moon, but be hyped, be excited for it, because there's gonna be some fire units coming out soon. I already expect it. Now, this is the point I wanted to make. I wanted to come over here. Now, shout out to Truth for bringing up this point. If you guys don't know who Truth is, you guys need to get on that. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. He made a very, very, very good point about these units that I think is worth noting and worth talking about. This Goku, as we know, is going to get an Awakening and is going to get an Easy A. Obviously, same thing with this Hercule. But this Goku has something interesting. In his Awakening, he'll be awakening to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That Super Saiyan 3 Goku, after when he loses enough health, basically when he's under 80% HP, he'll revert back to base form Goku, the one we see here. And that base form Goku has a special ability. That partner skill we've been seeing, that partner super attack, where if two units are on the same rotation, they do a certain super attack that's unique to those two. That's going to finally be implemented when this Hercule, or any, I believe it's either this Hercule or any Hercule is on rotation. So again, this Goku, when he is under 80% HP, as long as you have a Hercule on rotation, is going to be doing a special super attack, which is going to be the Super Spirit Bomb. Now, that's free to play, which is great. Everybody's going to get it. Everybody's going to get a chance to experience the new mechanic, which is the partner super. But if we're following suit from last year, the LRs that released, the LR that released was the androids. Their special mechanic was the exchange. The exchange was introduced before the celebration even started, with the Goku and Vegeta, and actually, you know what? I should probably, instead of just saying it, I should probably just show you guys. Go to Goku. Where is he at? I'm not as quick at doing this as other people are, so I do apologize for that. Is he not here? Oh, he's supposed to be. Oh, you know what? He's probably down below because he's there he is. Yep. So I'll just show you Goku and Gohan. Goku and Gohan were the first ones. Goku and Gohan and Vegeta and Trunks were the first ones to introduce the exchange mechanic, where does it say? After meeting certain conditions, you can exchange with Super Saiyan Gohan Youth, can be activated starting from the third turn from the start of battle. That they were the first ones to introduce it, along with obviously Vegeta and Trunks. Now the new mechanic was great, but the Dokkan Fest exclusives, which was Gohan and Cell, they didn't have that mechanic. They waited until Part 2 to introduce the androids, who, lo and behold, had the same mechanic. They exchanged into Android 17 and 18 were the ones who fought, and they exchanged into Android 16s when certain conditions were met. Now, Truth brought up a very good point. This might be something that happens with these units. With Goku and Hercule introducing, or Goku and Hercule being the first ones to introduce the partner mechanic, this might prelude to what to what this unit right here might possibly do. So, for instance, it could be, I don't know, Vegeta. Like if Vegeta starts off maybe at Super Saiyan 2 Angel. After let's take something similar to this. Under 80% HP, he'll revert back to base form Angel Vegeta, and if a Goku's on rotation or a Hercule's on rotation, then he'll do a special kind of super or something like that. Basically, the partner mechanic will be utilized in some way. If that's the case, it's probably just gonna be a Vegeta. If we're gonna go the exchange route, then we're probably gonna see Goku or Vegeta and Goku in some way. Now, which way would I rather have it? Probably having Vegeta, because we don't have the best Vegeta units right now. We've got a ton of Goku family units. I mean, we've got some of the top LRs that are Goku family related. So we need a good Vegeta family unit. Could it be Hercule? That leads it, obviously. But with this tease, it obviously seems Vegeta is going to be involved somehow. So I'm thinking the first unit, regardless of whatever the unit's going to be, look like at the end, the name is going to include Vegeta, and Vegeta's going to be the first one, which means he'll be on Vegeta's family. He'll be on Pure Saiyans. He'll have all of those links activated. Now, whether Hercule is involved or not, he'll still be on Vegeta's family and Pure Saiyans. But if it is Vegeta and Goku, again, Vegeta's family getting the buff to it is super important. If it's just a standalone Vegeta and we involve that new partner mechanic, that could be interesting. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do to that Vegeta to make him hype, because they've got to try to match the hype that's Vegito and Buhan, pretty much. So they've got their work cut out ahead of them, and I mean, just looking back at the celebration, we have a lot that we need. We didn't get a lot this celebration. We need more, obviously. So I'm thinking, while part one was dry, and yes, I understand there's a lot of reasons, a lot of worldwide reasons for why it was very well held up. I'm also suspecting the reason for this is because part two, if there's a part three, it's going to be loaded with a lot of content. At least that's my hope, because I still want that JP versus Global campaign. I want that. I want a potential Kid Buu Easy A raid. There's a lot of things we can do in part two that we still don't have. We need the Easy A's, obviously, so let's hope that a lot of that is coming. My thoughts, I think it's going to be, if it's following suit, I think it's going to be a Vegeta and somehow Vegeta and Goku tied in like a special partner mechanic. Now, I'd love for it, if they can do it, I'd love for it to just be combined. I'd love to have an exchange unit that starts off as Vegeta, like Vegeta Super Saiyan 2, that exchanges into Goku Super Saiyan 3. I know it's supposed to be the other way around because Goku starts off the fight, but Vegeta needs more love. He needs the buff. So you start off with Vegeta Super Saiyan 2. That's already a ton of categories right there. And then he exchanges into Goku Super Saiyan 3. And then maybe when he's Vegeta, if he doesn't exchange into Goku, if he falls under a certain threshold, he can, if he's partnered with another Goku, he can use the special partner attack. I don't know. I mean, that's just me spitballing. Obviously, we don't even know what the LR is going to be. We don't even know if there's going to be a second LR. I still have my fingers crossed for Kid Buu. Somehow, some way, there has to be a Kid Buu. If there's not a Kid Buu, and this is the end of Majin Buu, it's going to be very disappointing. Yes, Buu-Tanks is amazing. Yes, I'm super happy with him. I'm glad Majin Buu got in the Majin Buu category. Is getting a lot of love, but we need a Kid Buu. The Easy A, I know that Easy A Intellect Kid Buu is going to happen, but that doesn't mean he's going to be game breaking. We need an LR standalone Kid Buu. It has to happen. He's too hype of a character for it not to happen. you know, it's gonna be hype regardless. I'm sure we're all getting ready for it. I'm sure we're all gonna want to summon regardless. I was thinking about this too before I went live. If there's a part 3, and I don't think they're gonna do this. If there was a part 3, there's always a possibility they could do the Vegeta and Goku or whatever this new LR is gonna be. They could do this unit, and they can have the Majin Vegeta revamp as part 2, and then part 3 they could do another banner with an LR standalone Kid Buu. Again, I don't think that's possible. I think they would just combine that into one banner, but you never know. With the way Dokkan's been going, part 3 was a thing for the anniversary. Who knows if it'd be a thing for the worldwide celebration. I don't. Let me know what you guys think. This is just, you know, 2 images. But these 2 images have people talking, and it's hype. Now we kind of know what to expect. They're going to be covering the end of the Majin Buu saga. So now I'm just hoping that Kid Buu gets some love. I'm hoping all the units that were involved, they get some love. We finish this saga off strong, and then we move forward, whether it's the GT or the Super, whatever they decide to do. But I am curious to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below what you think the LR is going to be. What kind of mechanic they're going to go with. You know, I am interested to see what you guys suspect as well. If you guys do enjoy the video, always leave a like on it. It does help me out. It helps the algorithm get my video out to more people. And speaking of that, this channel is growing. We're getting closer and closer to that 100 subscribers, and I will be doing a giveaway at the 100 subscriber mark. So stay tuned for that. As always, thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are still having some fire luck on your summons. Part 2 hype, man. We're close. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Shadow out.